You want me to put that on my Tudor?
This one's wife. Manipulating the image. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. This one's wife posted once again on Instagram an anniversary mood board, and I've spoken about that in a separate video. There's one particular aspect of what appeared on that mood board which merits further examination, and it relates to the photograph that you can see on the screen now. The photograph is a black and white picture of this one's wife and Harry putting their heads together. It appears an intimate picture. If you didn't know that there was a narcissist in the picture, you might think there's two people deeply connected in love. What a delightful little moment between a loving couple. Naturally, we know that no love can come from this one's wife because she is a narcissist. But leaving that point to one side for the moment, what is interesting is that as a consequence of detective work from others, this picture is not all that it seems. Indeed. The suggestion was made that it's an actual fact fakery at work. A poster on the subreddit Saint This One's Wife made the observation, "This one I think is fake. Isn't this when she met the Maoris and greeted them in their traditional way?" Now, it's a good find by this poster who goes by the name of Feisty Energy, and I think it's always appropriate to give credit to those who find these things, because then it provides the basis for me to explain it vis-a-vis the narcissism. So if you find some interesting evidence, send it to me and I can look at it within the context of the narcissism. And this particular poster saw this photograph and thought, this doesn't look right to me. It reminds me of a photograph or photographs that were taken when this one's wife and Harry met the Maoris when they went on their Australia-New Zealand tour many years ago. And as you can see on the screen, Feisty Energy's belief proved to be correct, because an image posted by Vino Rosso on the thread shows the Harry side of the picture as he greets the Maori in this way of the pressing of the foreheads together. And then Feisty Energy also supplies the picture of this one's wife, which has been flipped around. As you can see, she's wearing the same earrings in the black and white picture as she is in the picture with the Maori greeting. Thus, a composite image has been created. This has either been created by this one's wife, who has taken the image of Harry and the image of her and then has put them together to make it look like they're sharing a moment of intimacy. Or I also understand that there was a suggestion that this was undertaken by a sugar and that they've created the composite image, but then this one's wife has used it on her mood board. So either this one's wife has created this image and placed it on the mood board, or somebody else has done and she has then used it on her mood board. Accordingly, we see a picture of something that didn't actually occur, and in the circumstances, it demonstrates once again the way that this one's wife engages in fakery. But why do it? First of all, why not just leave that photograph off? After all, it's not like there's lots of pictures of her and Harry knocking around, is it? She's got plenty of them, so there's plenty of others that she could use. Or alternatively, why not just arrange to have a photograph taken where you are pressing your foreheads together in this supposedly intimate way and then put it up on the mood board? Why does she have to either go to the trouble of faking an image or taking this composite image created by somebody else and put it on the mood board? Well, as you'll have anticipated, the reason, as ever, is her narcissism. It is important for her to portray an image of Harry being deeply in love with her, and for the purposes of showing the world that she loves him too and that they have an idyllic relationship. The simple fact is this: if you have a wonderful relationship, that is between you and the other person. The rest of the world does not need to know about it. Now, there are plenty of people that share snaps of themselves together, having a lovely time on holiday, going out for a meal, whatever it might be, and they're not narcissists, but they have been influenced by the narcissistic behavior of sharing such intimate moments on social media. If you think about it, before the existence of social media, somebody might carry a photograph of their loved ones in their wallet. So something to look at from time to time if they were away from home. What they didn't do was go up to complete strangers or even people that they knew and go, look at this picture. Look at this picture of me and my wife and my children. Hello, look at this picture of me and my wife together. They just didn't do it. And it's the corrupting influence of social media, whereby the herd mentality of human beings is such that non-narcissists have copied the behavior which is ostensibly undertaken by narcissists, because it's the narcissists that need to show the world, look, my marriage is idyllic, my relationship is wonderful, react to it, because as you know, the reaction demonstrates control and fuel. Thus, this one's wife needs the world to know that her relationship with Harry is the best marriage that's ever occurred in the history of marriages ever, that they are completely in love, that it is our love story, basically behaving like a teenager. But she has to do all of this because she's compelled to do so by her narcissism, because it wants her to tell the world all of this so that the world responds, so it shows that the world is under control and provides her with fuel. A non-narcissist doesn't need the fuel, but they've fallen into the trap caused by narcissists engaging in this behavior and copying it, and the ease with which it's done on social media. But for this one's wife, the presentation of this idyllic marriage facade is so important that it compels her to use the fakery of a manipulated image as the one that appears on your screens, and demonstrates once again the illusion of her world, that it is the creation of how she thinks it is rather than actually how it is. A common thing that is undertaken by the narcissist to create an illusion. An illusion is created to ensnare the intimate partner primary source, and an illusion is created to portray the life of the narcissist in a particular way to third parties, be it friends, family, or complete strangers, to prompt a reaction, to receive that all-important fuel. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.